This morning in the Eagle studio, we have Sergeant Scott Edwards from the Morden Police Service with us. Scott, good morning.
Morning, Ronnie. Thanks for having me.
We're excited to have you. We're excited about the World Police and Fire Games. Scott, how is Morden Police Service feeling about the games?
Excited, yeah. We're fortunate to have 4 of our members taking part next week in the games. Obviously, going to be really neat to be a part of such an event like this. They're saying that it's going to be the largest sporting event hosted in Manitoba with close to 8,500 athletes and potentially 50 countries represented and several sports, 60 sports. So I'm fortunate to be part of a curling team that we're going to go in there next week and give it our best.
It's going to be exciting to see. And yeah, the scope of it is one thing that surprised me. You mentioned, 8,500 athletes. It's kind of taking over Winnipeg, booking up all the hotel rooms. It's a big event.
Yeah, not a big name event, but something that I'd heard of previously. And, my athletic days are a bit behind me, so it's probably not something that I would be taking part in if it wasn't in my backyard. But we're definitely lucky to have it in Winnipeg. It's only the 3rd city in Canada to ever host it. We get going. It's a 6-7 day event, sports all across the city. We have some members taking part in jiu-jitsu. There's some local officers taking part in fishing and hockey. And then, like I said, myself and 2 of my coworkers have put together a curling team with another volunteer fighter from Darlingford. So really looking forward to it.
And you mentioned it was kind of a thing that you guys were talking about in the office, and then eventually became a real thing. Like, yeah, we're going to enter a curling team.
Yeah. I had to kind of be convinced. I'm not the biggest of curler, but I do dabble and I do enjoy it. And then Morgan Reimer and Pam Gertzen from our office, they curl a lot more regularly. And we were able to kind of solidify a 4th, and Clint Seward from Darlingford Fire Department. We registered, and we've now had several practices, rented some ice in Morris, and starting to learn a bit of the nuances of the game and the technical side. And hopefully we'll be prepared next week to put our best foot forward and be competitive. And
when you talk about the best foot forward, talk about the team you put together, and maybe what would be your greatest strength as a team, you think?
Well, our front end is definitely going to be heavy on the sweeps. Clint and myself are bigger gentlemen, and then our back end will be our skill. I know Pam's curled for years, and Morgan was a really competitive curler when she was a junior, actually national champ. So I think she's excited to get back at the reins and try and lead a team to a few victories, if nothing more.
And so, do we know anything about the teams that you're going to be facing off against in the on the ice?
Yeah, the curling event isn't going to be necessarily a world event. All the teams that are taking part are Canadian, but they're coming from Toronto, Brampton, Calgary, Hamilton, and obviously several teams from Winnipeg Police and Fire, as well as RCMP. We jam 6 games into 3 days, so it'll be a lot of curling in a short amount of time. So if anyone's interested, we're taking part at the St. Vital Curling Club. August 1st till the 3rd is the round robin, and you're more than welcome to come and check it out and support us.
And for you, Scott, you mentioned that your sporting days are a little bit behind you, but you still stay involved with now curling and baseball and hockey. Talk about why you stay involved in sports this way.
It's been part of my life. I didn't grow up curling. I dabbled a little bit with some weekend bonce building when I got into my adult years, and really enjoyed it. And it'll be a really neat event to say you've been a part of. It's more or less a celebration of law enforcement, firefighters, and first responders across the world. So I think, if nothing more, it'll be a great experience.
Well, we're excited to see how our local team does there on the curling ice. Scott, thanks so much for coming in today.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Ronnie.
Hey, I'm Ronnie Gunther. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. If you have something going on in the community and you want to share it on the morning show, we'd love to have you. Send us an email at news@pembinavalleyonline.com. If you like the video, give it a like and share it with your friends. We'll see you next time.